We've talked about Dravidian, we talked about church, and we talked about jihadis. Now we'll talk about Naxalites. You see, now the term urban Naxal is very popular. Correct. And people think it's the same thing as breaking India, but it's one subset. Because what we are showing is that there's Naxals, but that doesn't include jihadis, and the church is there, and Dravidian is there, many other groups are there. So breaking India includes the Naxals as a subset, but many other things. So let's look at Naxals and then how they're related to all the other breaking India forces.
Left-wing extremist, otherwise you can use the word.
Yeah.
Now again, there are all India basis several groups of Naxals. In the sense, some who believe in elections, some who don't. But in Tamil Nadu, very interesting, most of the Naxals are more unified, more having common ground and other thing. And in the recent election, many of the Naxals supported actually these, these groups, what we were talking about, including the Dravidian group for the parliamentary election. Naxals are more active using the representative as activist. That is something. They don't go for their causes directly. Sometimes Naxals support also these jihadis. That is something I can never figure it out, because globally if you see, whether it is Pakistan, Bangladesh, Iraq, Afghanistan, when the Islamic government comes into being,
they finish off these
first is Marxist. They kill. Najibullah, that Afghanistan, he was hung in the wood tree.
So you see, the thing is that this is what in my book Breaking India also mentioned out, that the global left and global right, while they're fighting each other elsewhere, but here they're combined. The reason they're combined is that they have a common enemy. They're saying we'll sort out our differences later. So when we get rid of the Hindus and we get rid of the India, we'll sort out how much property you get, how much I get. We'll carve out the elephant and enough food for everybody. But first we get together and kill this elephant. But this is a alliance of convenience. It's not ideological.
It's not ideological, and I am only surprised because the first fellow who will lose his neck is the leftist.
Yes.
By the jihadis.
Yes.
Because Islamist can never stand the communist.
And even if you look at South America, all these leftist revolutions were taken over by the church. The church eventually assimilated this liberation theology and all that and made it part of the church, and the left is gone. So the left is actually just the bulldogs who will demolish the enemy, and then the left has got no role to play. And indirectly,
useful idiots.
They are useful idiots. Yeah.
That is the phrase one can use.
Right.
Anyhow, they are very aligned as of now. It's the jihadis and so the Naxals, what they have done is they are spread in all these groups. The Tamil versus Hindu group, that is the Dravidian group. Then the Naxals are also supporting the church. This is something interesting. On independent basis, Naxals are the one who are creating what one can call agitations against many of the new plants, processes, or anything coming up.
They want to
nuclear,
break the infrastructure.
Completely. They don't want any development for Tamil Nadu also. A simple 8-lane road, no, we will not accept. They create, and most of it is total lies actually. Whether it is neutrino project, whether it is hydrocarbon project, or all these scientific things, all sorts of lies are spread. Simple thing like the pipelines, ONGC lies. All over India they have put pipelines under the thing on which huge amount of gap is there, and soil cultivation is done in Gujarat, in Andhra Pradesh, everywhere. But these people are only in Tamil Nadu, they are telling no. If you put the pipeline, then the whole soil will go and the Tamil soil will be completely destroyed. Hundreds of these type of rumors are spread, and people many times believe it and come on the road with a flag and other thing. So the Naxals are in the forefront of, to put it, they are worse than Luddites. Any type of development activity, they would like to stop. They are very clear about it. And they are using the activist for this. There is a group which we would come to immediately, how the Naxals are using this activist front in order. And one interesting thing is, many of the journalist Naxals have good sympathy. Some of these regional, like Ananda Vigadan, there is one group in Tamil, like that they have a couple of them who train journalists. And while they train journalists, they are trained more as activists than journalists. They are told, you should...
They are just radicals who are infiltrated journalism.
Correct. Completely. And very interesting, Tamil Nadu is the only state, I think, where in the university level, Naxal infiltration is very good. College level, university level and other thing. Because Naxals, at that age and other thing, ideology and talking in terms of creating revolution. And it's the only state where the Shegwara, that Baniya, t-shirts are most sold. You can imagine about that, right? Couple of girls I saw wearing that. I asked them, what type of a man he is? They told, no, he's a great revolutionary, he changed the thing. And anyhow, then I tried to tell them who exactly this fellow is, another thing. The point I want to stress is, the influence of Naxals is reasonably large. Because of their hold on the university student, journalist, media, and these type of things.
Very interesting. So we've talked about 4 different Breaking India forces. We talked about Dravidians, the church, the jihadis, and the Naxals. So we will come back and talk about the 5th one, which is the LTTE. And that's an important one because many people think LTTE is finished, but it is not. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here and also hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified. To donate, please click this button.